Gnarl, you're just standing at the door, looking into the room with the circular pit
Mm-hmm.
with the glow,
Mm-hmm.
and you can hear sound emanating from it as well as light. It's just a crackling sound,
Okay.
but it's not just random burning sounds. It's like something is trying to talk. Do you know Igden? Probably not.
Unfortunately, no. I know Common and I know Null.
Hmm. So yeah, there's just noise coming up out of that pit.
He just cocks his head to one side, turns around and looks at Benaris and 10-4. Any of you know how to speak Pit?
Where is Venaris' token?
I think
kind
I'm
of-
under someone.
Yeah, you're underneath 10-4. I'm not judging.
There we go. Okay.
Considering what's in the pit there, I kind of lost the. It kind of cut out for a second there for me. There's a
You just
pit.
hear the crackling of fire, and there's a faint glow coming up out of this pit.
I don't know if we want to. Do I see any writing on the walls?
No. It just room is lined with red clay bricks, and at the far end is that circular pit that has a diameter of 8 feet. It's hot in here in the room, just like a wave of humid heat is coming out of from this room into the hallway, and you can smell ash. And the pit is glowing a dull, fiery red.
Hmm. You go.
Looking at the turn order, I forgot the two boggles are still alive, aren't they?
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, they're like hiding on the other.
Notice.
they're hiding on the other end of the pit. Sorry.
Dang it.
Yeah, because we basically said we spent our turns running over to them, didn't we? Because it was very out of combat at that point. So
yeah, because they had ran off from you guys after you killed the one of them.
Yep. And we and they didn't try to attack us when we were trampling back and forth. And because we kind of went all the way back to do the dungeon with all the beer chuds, they came all the way back here, and they haven't bothered us all this time.
no, they only bothered us when we got to 19.
Yeah, you got through the other area well before this. They didn't bother you until you went into the room with the statue, the bronze statue of the wizard Kellier.
And really, mostly what they were doing was trying to steal Gnarl's tools, which was an unforgivable sin.
Now these ugly little creatures are just wringing their hands and trying to avoid you guys at the far side of this incinerator.
So what's...
Can I look in the pit?
Yeah, if you want to go in the room.
Yeah, sure. Gnarl's been enough dumbass for most of this. I'll go into the room.
Are you vocalizing that as you do so?
Yes, I am. Gnarl has walked into enough traps that I'm willing to take a turn at a fire pit that I'm mostly resistant to anyway.
No, just because holds up a finger to object, then just shrugs.
As you walk into the room, they start hissing and backing up towards the wall, and eventually they start climbing on the wall with their oily, slick hands till they're a good 10 feet up on the far side of it. And yeah, you can see that incinerator is pretty deep. There's two figures just standing at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, let me just copy this and paste it here. And This is going to be on the Discord that I'm dropping this.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
Fucking
Huh.
fire gremlins.
Do they?
They're looking up at you, and their mouths are moving, but you only hear the crackling of flames. And it's kind of like a roar, dull roar.
So can? Does it look like it's something-
I call down in Infernal. Do you speak Infernal?
They are just looking at you confused.
Okay, worth a shot.
I
I mean,
think that
does
might be
it look like
mildly
there's
racist.
anything? I'm a tiefling. I'm allowed to do it. It's not racist for me.
Does Infernal just sound like a vinyl LP being moved backwards around a turntable? As far as I've heard you, hail Satan.
I've always assumed it's just the sound of an accordion being dropped down a long stairwell.
And perception.
So what's down there?
Fire things.
You can see actually at the bottom, not even going to make you roll perception for any of this, that there is slag down at the bottom that could easily be chipped up that looks like it's a mixture of gold, silver, and copper.
Huh.
So these boggles have probably been throwing anything from adventurers who meet their untimely demise into this. And these dudes are just melting and burning everything up.
Looks like somebody melted a whole bunch of coins down there.
I'm just surprised if they're going and gathering everything that's coming from the fallen adventurers in this. Why didn't they get anything from all the dead bodies in the invisible bear trap? Oh, I guess that makes sense.
You answered your own question.
There we go.
They tried once, never again. They lost good friend Bob to that.
So where is Rav right now?
Rob is
Room
right
19.
behind them.
I am
Oh.
pinging right now.
Sorry, I did not move Rob up with everyone else. I imagine she would have chased after everyone since they were chasing after these oily little men. Let me actually
Yeah.
get a picture of a boggle for you so you can
Ugh.
be aware
Horrible little grease boys.
how
is-
wonderful a lad this is. I'm going to throw that in the Discord as well, since I'm
See this,
uploading it directly from...
this oily boy. Oh, that is a very oily boy.
Mm-hmm.
That is the oiliest boy.
They can
I believe
either
we
do-
had the. I believe we
It
had
has
actually
two-
had a.
We were fighting some of them, and they basically have two modes. They can either do oil slick or glue, basically.
And I believe
Uh,
last week we also mentioned that it was kind of cute in like a Dark Crystal Labyrinth Jim Henson kind of way.
Yeah, I can see
Oh
that.
yeah, very fizz-gig, flappy head sort of thing. Just
Rav just suddenly she just suddenly coughs and Lee's just like she suddenly coughs and then just kind of like falls against a wall and just like stands there for a moment.
You okay? What's wrong?
Wow, that has a kick.
I've been monitoring you. You have not consumed anything in this dungeon. What were you
Are you
taking?
sure, though? I mean, you have spent a lot of time punching things.
Have I?
No, 10-4. I don't think 10-4 has kept quite as close an eye on you.
Because this really does not look like where I tried that that hit of Eden.
Because you were with us when we entered here, and you did not take anything between then and now.
Was it when we were fighting the skeletons? Or when we were like taking a break and searching the room after fighting the skeletons?
I think so.
When I was in a
guess.
bear trap? It's like before or after the
I
bear
took it to cope with the bear traps.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
And now we've explained Rava's absence, Phil.
Right.
Just as Marza goes out of the room with the slag pit, Niall's just going to look at it one more time, then just shut the door.
So nobody wants the incredibly valuable slag.
Does anyone want to go down a pit and fight a couple of things that are made of fire to get and chip some slag off the inside of the bottom of a pit in a dungeon that's specifically designed to put people in really bad and dangerous situations?
No,
No.
I think I'm good.
I have no more Eden left.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
no, I'm good.
As the most fire-resistant member of this party, I also am not super interested in that. I just wanted to check before we continued on. All right, let's look at this door. We skipped right past it.
Yeah, to be fair, we were chasing after little greasy boys.
Fair.
Greasy boys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you missed that, didn't
Oh,
you?
so greasy.
It was
I
like a
feel
good
like
Philly-
I've missed a lot.
Like you know that fish cart on Pennyworth Lane, like the one near the tavern. Like the fish slices you get from there, just as they're closing up, and then you get the last fish slice at the bottom of the fryer. That greasy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No.
You could
I don't
basically
want it.
just lie on it and skid home. Not saying I've done that. Saying I might have tried it though.
Is Gnarl the type of person that decides to step on a banana peel just to see if it's actually like the cartoons?
Yeah, and you get to run up first. Which ironically will mean he just kind of stops immediately and face plants. A room.
And another door.
Oh, but that door's facing the wrong way. What's so funny?
How can you tell? How can you tell it's facing the wrong way?
My sense of direction. Okay, sense of
Look at
direction
it.
is like. Okay,
You
like,
show me about this door is facing the wrong way.
Is
it's
this
heading-
it's facing south
'cause
towards
it's
the
fa-
entrance?
yeah, because it's heading south towards the entrance, and we've gone basically all the way around, so we know this is not going to lead to any big antechamber.
Oh, because I thought you were talking about, I don't know, it was on its hinges wrong or something.
It's got what? Oh, it would
This
not
door is
surprise
supposed to come. This door is supposed to open out, not in.
It would not surprise me if this dungeon had doors that were marked push, intended to pull, and somehow the hinges magically switch, so you have to try it 3 different ways before it actually opens.
It's
like
it's
trying
the
to
door
plug in a
closed USB yeah.
Yep, it's like you plugging in a USB in the dark. Just God damn it, one of these ways.
And the plot twist is actually you open it from the bottom like a garage door.
Oh god, that'd be evil.
That's the worst room.
Oh no, it's a push door, but it's a revolving door and it spins on its central axis, so you actually have only got half a door to get through.
Oh,
As we push it, it slaps you around the
why
face.
is this what I wake up to?
But also on some level, that door is it's magically designed to feel longer than it is, so you're just stuck in there revolving. Because your perception in time is messed up by an enchantment.
Ed, what is actually in this room other than a door going the wrong way?
Oh.
Hello, listener. We know this is what you turn into, even though you're probably just me in the future, because I don't know who else listens to this.
Hello, future Tyler, and future me.
Did we lose Ed?
I think
Are we in a
Ed's
godless
hysterics.
universe?
I think even if it is here, we're in a godless universe, but okay.
Is that muted?
No. He's not muted. He's still in the call.
Maybe mic muted, double muted.
Good.
Yeah, maybe.
Can you hear me now?
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yes.
Oh
There
my
we
gosh,
go.
I've been trying to talk over you guys, and you keep on ignoring me. Fair enough, fair enough. So before you even get a chance to open the door, you saw on the above the mantle, written on the wall, take only what you can truly afford. And as you open the door, you see that this room is filled to the brim with coins of all types. At a glance, you can easily determine that there's thousands of gold pieces all scattered across the room.
I don't trust this for a fucking second.
I can't afford any of this.
Yep, I'm just gonna immediately like, nope, don't trust this.
Just looking at the room, then you can see that the stacks of coins actually pile up to form in common the word fake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we didn't even need to see that to know this was a room full of bullshit.
Yeah.
No, just blanks all of this and walks over to the other door.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
do you
says
push
all
it or
fake.
pull it?
I fucking.
Do you push it or pull it?
Give me a moment here.
This is important.
I push it.
All
Push
right.
it. It
I actually
pushes,
tossed a coin.
it pushes open just fine.
Push it real
Yes.
good.
He does a little fist pump.
So was it facing the right way or not? Ed?
I mean, the hinges are on the inside. That's weird.
So it was facing the wrong way, and he just did the right thing.
Hmm.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, that's a very null outcome.
Okay.
So yeah, you push open the door, and it's a long rectangular room, just standard stone with the sodalite blue stone on the ground. On the far wall, though, is a black iron gate, just a couple feet before the southern wall.
Does it have like a lock on it?
No, it's currently closed. If any of you remember the gemstone, the really shitty cheap one that you had picked up earlier, you remember that there was a small gate that was visible within it. But other than that, there's rooms pretty weird.
I'm going to go inspect the gate for safe reasons.
For safe reasons.
Go ahead. Inspect away. How are you inspecting this?
Very carefully, like. I think. I mean, at some point, I probably will. Like, at some point, I'll just like, if I don't think it's trapped or anything, I'm probably going to grab it and shake it a little bit.
Fair.
I'm just gonna roll Arcana. Just ambiently.
Fair enough.
Just yeah.
Yeah, that's magic. There's some scroll work up on the top of that, and
Nope. Nothing.
Yeah. Then
unfortunately, you don't tell Ven in time, and he starts shaking it. And when he does, a mouth appears on the floor behind. I mean, on the wall behind it.
are we in a mimic room?
It's not a mimic. It looks like it's just
Magic mouth.
yeah, magic mouth.
Ah.
Beyond these gates lies paradise. Enter them as you entered life, and you may yet find it. Grasp the jewel, and grasp the iron, then be whisked away to the truest of rewards.
Wait. Hold up. I need you to elaborate on something.
That
About
shit's gonna
fetishes.
fucking kill you.
You're. She kicks on the gate. Get back here!
When you
need
kick
to
it,
elaborate.
when you kick it, a mouth appears, materializing. Beyond these gates lies paradise.
Hey, hold on a second.
Enter them
Oh,
as
is this
you entered
re-recorded?
life, and
Do you
you
not
may
know how a
yet
magic
find
mouth
it. Grasp the jewel and grasp the iron.
She throws
Then be whisked away.
She
to the
throws a
truest of
rock into the
rewards.
magic mouth.
It just closes and disappears. The rock is gone.
Nice.
Are you trying to choke the magic mouth?
So, what did you want clarified?
Because I entered this world bloody and screaming.
I mean, there's been a lot of that in this dungeon.
I don't.
Oh God, no. Oh God, no. Does it mean when I? Oh God, no.
No, just
What are you
shrugs
talking
and start
about?
just starts unbuckling his trousers.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, no. If you go ahead, like I was willing to do it, but like someone's gonna have to get naked. That's all I'm saying. That's what that riddle always means. You start with nothing and you end with nothing.
Okay. Well, yeah, just kind of piles up all this stuff onto one side.
Gnarl, I understand that you probably want to do this because you want to try all of the things.
Mm-hmm.
But let's consider for a second which of us can actually use the completeness of our abilities without any of our equipment, and what your specialty is.
You make an excellent. You make an excellent point.
Undressing.
No. You make an excellent point. And with that, Nala's going to punch himself in the face to get some blood going, and then run screaming through the gate.
I try and.
Oh
I try and
no!
stop. I try and stop. No. I'm in front of Gnarl, so I try and
No.
stop him from doing that.
Gnarl! Gnarl!
What's happened? This is great.
Wait, does Gnarl have the gem? Or is he just running screaming and naked at the gate?
So, Gnarl.
No, we need to know this. Does Gnarl have the gem? Because that's probably the important part.
Clearly not if he's completely naked and running at the gate.
Well, I do have a glittering gem, and he's probably holding that in one fist.
Oh, is he? Holy... God damn it.
He's not a complete idiot. Just like 99.5%.
God.
He grabs
he's
the
ever
bar
stupid.
gem in one hand and just vanishes. The gem clatters to the ground.
Huh.
And we'll get back to you later, Gnarl.
What? Character generation. Nice.
What?
There goes my null. He's ordinary.
So do we want to follow him or?
I don't think so, because
I
I
don't
think
think
if we
so.
follow him, those greasy things will take all of our stuff. And throw it in the pit.
You're right, they will! And then we'll be naked in the dungeon the whole time.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
You need to buy me way more booze.
Is there something wrong with that?
I think we're killing Ed.
Why don't we let the monk do it?
I was suggesting that. I'm the robot, and I'm the robot as well. So it's kind of
I will say this right now. If you want to stop Niall from doing something, do something first.
I was just trying to stop him and say I can go, but you guys stopped me from doing that.
Fuck! I love. Okay. Can Vin's reaction there be in character, please? I'm just like that sudden realization of why didn't we let him do it?
He doesn't have anything to tell you to be embarrassed by. He doesn't like have to deal with being like in a place that's cold and like not having layers. He's the kung fu master.
Okay, so guys, I'm going to cut. While the adventurers are fighting over what has just happened, I'm gonna actually take a moment and look at what's going on with Gnarl. Gnarl,
Meanwhile, in hell,
you appear at the front of a bar, just like sitting like in a bar stool. You
am I still naked?
Yes, completely naked.
Fair enough.
Nothing on you. Durst looks over at you as you realize you were sitting in the yawning portal. Just a look of confusion and shock on his face. He just grabs a mug of like dark ale from the counter and puts it in front of you. Take this. I don't want to know. Usually when they're naked, they're screaming.
I mean, he probably still arrived screaming. And he's got a nosebleed, most likely.
Yeah, but you're not wreathing on the ground in pain.
No, that was earlier. Hi. Oh, I still got a tab open.
It's free. Just
okay.
Drink it and go.
All right, fine.
Preferably sooner rather than later.
You haven't got like a, I don't know, bar cloth or something. I don't want to get arrested for indecent exposure. There is also a perfectly valid explanation for all of this.
I don't want to know. Don't want to know.
Yeah, he just drains the pint. And then he kind of just looks into the distance for a while, thinking, then just sort of hops up and down slightly on his stool, trying to kind of jiggle himself back, realizes that's not going to work. Ah, shit, I'm going to walk back. Could I possibly make another Arcana check just to see if I, for some reason, recall a way I could, like, reverse a teleport spell?
Sure, go ahead and make that check for me.
Roll intimidation. I need your bike, your boots.
And your steed.
Meanwhile, in another dimension, the Wizard Killier is just laughing his ass off, clapping his knee. Did you see that? He took his clothing off and held the gem. They usually don't do both.
I fucking managed to... I'm like a speedrunner. I managed to glitch back to the start again.
That's kind of breaking the... Unless you... Yeah.
Okay, since I don't think anybody's going to do it.
Azrak's just sitting nearby. He's like, yes, but he didn't suffer from being naked as badly as he could have.
It's almost like they were expecting him to show up naked and bloody.
Okay,
Anyway,
I have to ask,
back to the others.
since I don't think anybody's going to do it, I have to ask, what happens if you're still fully dressed and then put your hands on the gate with the gem?
Are you going to do that?
No.
Well, then you're probably not going to get your answer.
Okay. It's okay.
Since no one's saying anything.
I think we've determined that this wizard is a pervert, but okay. Who's into humiliation?
You know what?
We're not kink shaming this dungeon, Luke.
I feel like for this guy, we really do need to. Like this is what happens when you don't kink shame. You get a kink dungeon.
I guess we go back to the hallway? Question mark?
So there's just a pause and, well, Null's dead. Take his stuff.
Yeah, we pick up all his stuff. You pick up all his stuff and So
Let's assume
just
that he's somewhere else in the dungeon, or he's been forcefully removed from it.
Yeah, either he's somewhere else in the dungeon, at which point we can help him, or he'll find his way back to us, or
Should we,
he's nowhere we can get to and he's beyond our help.
Should we just sort of, I don't know, start towards the entrance, the entryway?
Well, we still got to get the unicorn.
What?
I mean, it's
came here
a
for the
pretty
unicorn.
short trip. It's just up the stairs, back down the stairs, and back to the entrance.
It was the Celestite unicorn that you were here for, but
What?
If we get the unicorn, somebody pays for all the renovations in that tavern we got in lieu of payment.
Yeah.
Oh!
Did you completely forget that?
I totally forgot why we were here. It all makes sense now.
Okay, so hopefully, should we check the rest of the quick look at all the past ruins first before as we make our way to the entrance, and just hope he's in one of those rooms?
I mean, unless there's a specific room we've noticed that looks set up to like have somebody show up, I think we're more likely to find him by moving forward. There was another room like just down the hall.
I mean, maybe he's in the unsolved room, and that's like the waiting room you get after you're teleported.
I mean, it did say something about paradise. That was probably the nicest room in the dungeon.
Either that or he was actually rewarded, but let's not assume. So yeah, we go back to room 9 and we don't find him. At least Ven does.
You're right. You remember?
I mean, don't split the party. So Martha will go wherever the rest of the party is going.
So does
That's
Ralph.
a great idea. Let's go check that out. Sure.
So
Let's actually
alright,
investigate the unsolved room.
So
Maybe
someone want to explain to me what this unsolved mystery is?
so you go back to the room where the floating sword was, and go to the opened secret entrance, and it's still just as dusty as it was before. It's a 20-foot by 20-foot room with a hearth at the northern end, just blazing away. There's a table right in the middle of it. The room with a bowl and a box on it. The bowl has 9 good berries in it, and you can see along the edge of the table, carved in the wood, are runes that are transmutation runes. And there's like a couple of like chairs and couches that are kind of like well used.
So like transmutation runes, like are there things that a transmutation will happen if you touch them?
The magic has been transmutated things on the table in some way.
Okay. The one with all the grapes.
Yeah.
Did anyone eat the grapes?
No
one has touched anything on the table. They took one look at it and walked away.
She lifts one of the grapes with telekinesis.
Okay. It just plops up out of the bowl.
She brings it closer to her, but like doesn't touch it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of. She just kind of like moves her hand as if like she's swiping at something in VR or whatever. Looks at it, squints at it.
It looks lush, very ripe.
This is very magic, right?
Transmuted specifically, I believe.
I mean, good berries by themselves are magic. They're usually... You've seen, like, your great aunt, who is a druid, make good berries while you guys were out adventuring before
Okay.
when you were younger.
Don't they like heal 1 HP and like if you're using exhaustion rules, fix that or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there's a transmutation spell that is cast on the table. Am I correct in this?
Mm-hmm.
She takes out a let's see, what does she have on her? She takes out a bronze piece or a copper piece rather, and telekinesis is that over to the table.
Mm-hmm.
And puts it into the bowl with the grapes.
It just plops into that bowl, that little copper nib you dropped in there. It remains and sitting in there. Nothing really seems to be happening to it visually.
Hmm.
And we have no pet, no summon animals we can use to test.
You are very quiet.
Sorry, my mic was up. Saying, do any of you guys know how to summon up a creature to touch the thing just to test it out?
Not my wheelhouse.
It's normally involves asking Null to do it.
I mean, I figure if we stay here long enough, Nara will show up and immediately trigger whatever the trap in here is.
I mean, it's
Extremely
true.
distant, fuck you.
I just realized if we do want to wait for Gnarl, he's gonna have to come all the way back here because he doesn't have any money on him, so he can't pay for a cab.
She withdraws her coin.
Okay.
And then let's see.
You said there was a box on the table. Can I
There
investigate the box?
Also a box. It's a small little jewelry box. Looks like it has a hinge top. It kind of looks like a chest, but it's much too small to be a chest.
I mean, I feel like if it's a juvenile mimic, I'd actually want to keep it as a pet, but I investigate the box.
It doesn't have the telltale texturing, and when you prod it open, it appears to be empty. No fangs, no saliva ducts, no pseudopods.
Hey, Rava, why don't you put the berry in the box? Let's see what happens.
All right, sure. I'll put the berry in the box. She kind of like waves her hand to move the berry into the box.
Okay. Berry falls in the box, and it's just sitting in there.
And then
Close the lid.
yes, you did the thing before I did the thing.
Mm-hmm. Anything?
You don't hear or see anything. It's just closed in the box. When you pop it open to look, it still seems to be sitting in there.
What's sitting there?
The good berry's still sitting in the box when you pop it open to look to see if anything's changed.
All right, now close it again and say the magic words.
Which magic words?
I don't know.
You see, most of my magic words cause things to explode, or
Say the magic words that don't cause things to explode, unless you're trying to explode the crate.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know why you would be doing that.
Gnarl, you've gotten really lucky. The guard didn't immediately take you to the local jail immediately upon discovering a naked knoll. And when you said what happened, they immediately got a carriage to take you back to the Blue Alley. They also got you a pair of pants.
Wow.
So the
very
big game of
generous.
this was
This happens
Daryl
that
got
much,
one
huh?
pair of free pants.
You need to see who's on the register right now.
Huh?
You should
What?
check the guest book.
That's a good
Did
point.
the guest book explode?
Oh no, it was then remade.
We got a new one.
Because I was like,
Because-
I shouldn't.
Because Niall otherwise it wasn't going to come back for 10 days.
Basically, you pissed off Kellier when you guys started trying to break in.
Womp womp.
Didn't we successfully break in? Wasn't that the
Well, I think we
something that
were
happened?
starting to successfully break in, and then they were like, "Okay, fine, have the book back. You can go. Don't do that."
That's literally what happens. Like, how am I supposed to deal with this if I don't know your names? I think was the exact words.
Oh yeah, didn't that statue that we met while
Yeah.
Rav was tripping only refer to us as the names that we put into the book?
Yes, it was.
It had a lot to say about your mom.
Yeah,
What your mom jokes did I miss?
Yeah, P pseudo penis has left the building.
Amazing.
That was a rather malevolent laugh.
Okay.
So what else? What else is in this room other than
There's some chairs.
Some grapes
There's
in a box.
There's some bookshelves with moldering books.
moldering?
Yes, there you can smell mold.
Oh,
And
yeah. She's not going to touch that with her actual hands. But she will. I don't know. I'll do an investigate. See if I can find anything.
alrighty, go ahead and give me an investigate check.
Nah, I didn't. I didn't do it. I got an 8.
You got an 8?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't notice anything.
She was like trying to see if there was maybe like a secret door in the book with the bookshelf, or
Eventually, you get tired and sit down in one of the duvets that are
Yeah.
just here, and you find a couple nibs that have fallen in the cracks. But other than that, this room doesn't seem to have much going for it.
Question: can faffing about count as a short rest?
It can. In fact, if you guys are taking a short rest, I'm going to say that it takes about an hour for Gnarl to be brought to the front of the Blue Alley by the constables.
okay. So since we're taking a short rest,
Mhm.
Eventually Rav forgets that she didn't actually bring this grape in with her,
Are you going to eat it?
and just eats it.
Lose 1 HP and gain 1 rank of exhaustion.
That's a fucking cool.
It reversed the good berry.
Yes.
Bad berry. Very bad
Was that
This is
berry.
the worst, Barry.
Was
She-
this the worst way from being put in the chest, or is it actually that normally now? That's the question.
What's the?
There's only one way to know for sure, 10-4.
The problem is I cannot test it. I do not get exhausted. I cannot test this.
Where is
secondary.
exhaustion? on
Oh,
this
you can get
here?
exhausted.
I can.
Yes, you can.
Is that like?
I don't suffer exhaustion, Ed.
Is
That's
that
one
on
of my
your-
racial traits. I don't suffer
that-
exhaustion.
is that a racial trait for
Yeah.
you?
I don't need sleep and I don't suffer
There,
exhaustion.
there is no exhaustion on this character sheet.
It's not like it's a special condition like being blinded and stuff.
There's only 5 ranks of it, and I keep track of that.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Don't worry, I'm aware that you have exhaustion.
Okay.
Level 1
I'm
disadvantage on ability checks.
The thing is, Ed, as I said, what my Wolfish stuff is, racial traits is don't need sleep and don't suffer exhaustion. So
Oh,
I would
Actually,
not.
pretty
I
rad,
not-
honestly.
Hmm?
That's actually pretty rad.
So I say I would not know. I cannot test this.
She coughs it out. she spits that up, and then like in frustration storms over to the box, opens it up, and then eats that one.
Oh no. No.
Wait. I'm sorry. Nate. The first one you ate, was it the one you put in the box or the one you did not put in the box?
The one that I did not put in the box.
Hmm. Yeah, you're up to 2 rings of exhaustion and take another damage. God damn it, Nate. Why are you trying to kill yourself?
I thought the box would do something special to them.
What does 2
now
levels of
do
exhaustion
you
do?
pick the box up and take it with you when you're eating the second one?
Yeah.
Away from the table?
Yes.
Why are you doing this, Nate?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
She does that,
Sense a disturbance in the
except
force.
she does. Okay. So here's the thing. Here's what she does. Actually, before she even ate the one that was in the box, she pulled it towards her.
Okay. Away from the table?
Yeah.
Okay. The second that
So I'll go ahead and
box.
take off the other point of exhaustion and hit points.
Yes. So you have 1 exhaustion. Second, you pick up this box and pull it away from the table, from above the table.
Yeah.
It starts rattling in your hand, and the brim starts glowing, and immediately a sphere of light bursts into the air up through it that was invisible before, and is violently floating through the room. And let me get this token here, as you have enraged a will-o-wisp that was pacified
What?
in a transmutation circle.
Damn it!
To make it not hostile.
This is Nate. I love you, but this is your fault.
What?
Will-o-wisps, they're the little light floating things. They can be invisible.
What? How was I supposed to know?
As,
Why is it in that box?
Also, ignoring the fact that Ed was very obviously leading the witness here.
Yeah, we're
Do
just
you
having
pull
fun
the
now.
box away from you?
We're just having fun. We're just triggering the chat for fun now, basically.
I'm being the dungeon master. My entire thing is to lead people along bad decisions. And it looks like I do not specifically have a token, although I have made the character sheet. So we're going to use the Genera token. Which is clearly the inferior token. I just need to jump back to where you guys are.
Turns out you can actually just click on your place in the turn order and type in initiative.
Really?
See.
If your thing is in there, yeah. So we don't got to keep erasing it.
Nice.
Let's just shrink this game token down to a reasonable size.
How do you do that? To type it. I see.
So you
Nice.
That is a dice token. Let's see. For the Will-o-wisp specifically, it's initiative. I don't believe 9,000 for a second. Or 9,001. Why have you taught them this? I mean, that's not wrong. So the Will-o-wisp got a 19 for its initiative.
Oh, I see someone got the sex number.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's the sex
The
number.
sex- Yeah.
That's actually
Very
ridiculous.
nice.
Yeah.
Also means you go incredibly slowly.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh shit!
That'd be a weirdly disturbing, like, creature to make. Just some Cronenberg creature that's called the Beast with two backs.
I hate it.
Why
Why are you doing this?
Why would you bring this up?
69. 69 is why I'm bringing this up.
I want to say nice, but I can't. Why did you do this? Why did you create this situation where I can't say nice?
Should I just remove my? God damn it!
Technically, I'm going to have you in here with 6 seconds movement decision,
Oh no!
since you have finally reached the entrance to the blue alley.
So we're now going to have
And
that bit from Kung Pao where it's like, chosen one, I'm coming, and just recursively running the same 10 feet over and over again.
Oh shit! That film is so good.
Such a good
I need
movie.
to rewatch that again.
Movie again?
I think they're talking about Kung Pao.
Yeah.
Mm. Somehow I managed to roll 5 and I'm above Mars in return order. I have no idea how that happened.
I think it's because you were above me previously.
It's okay. I'm going to be moving everything around
Okay.
since there we go. Alrighty. 10-4. This floating orb just kind of flies out of this box.
Okay. I'm not sure if I can do anything with my non-magic things. So I'll give it a try though.
Well, luckily, 5th edition kind of didn't want to make just melee fighters completely useless against ghosts. So things have changed from immunities to damage resistance for most things.
That's nice.
But that aside, who knows?
I attack there a 12 and a 23. I'm pretty sure my 23 hits. Not sure about my 12 though.
It does not. So you're gonna kick this, I imagine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Screw it. I'm gonna use a key point.
Okay, that's a hit as well.
17 as well.
Not the 17, just the 23.
So 11 damage.
Yes. Let
Probably
me
more
just...
like 5 or 6 with damage resistance, right?
It's probably a
That's a
DR
secret.
DR of like 4, hopefully not 5, so I can at least do more than 1 damage.
DR isn't a thing anymore. It's just resistance, so it's taking half damage most likely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, did we get the effect of a short rest?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so I have all my
So
spell
you have-
slots back then.
Yep, you have your spell slots.
That's what
You
I'm
decided to rest before you took a bite out of that
Yeah.
not good berry.
Thank you for giving me that benefit of that particular doubt.
At that point, after having been hit, the will-o-wisp is going to just just probably at this point shock you since you're within 5 feet of it,
Okay.
and 7 misses.
7. Yep. I dodge out of the way of the lightning bolt.
As lightning arcs off of this and hits the ground right where you were stepping a
No,
moment before.
I use my spear to ground it.
Oh,
I
to
know,
ground
I know physics. I use
Fair
my spear,
enough.
the lightning rod.
I kind of actually like it. That's cool.
That is
That is
cool.
pretty rad.
That is pretty.
So it arcs from your spear into the ground.
Yep.
Alrighty. Venarius,
Get
there's
it.
a floating ball of light.
I'll poke it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It just...
No.
No.
All right. Good job, team. Good job.
As a small ball of light, it kind of just goes and floats out of the way of your strike in time. Brava.
She huffs because how could she possibly have expected a will-o'-the-wisp being invisible in a box? Why?
This is a kind of a dumb thing to have here.
This is a really stupid thing to have here. Everything else in this dungeon has made at least a modicum of sense. This is just dumb. And she
Although not the first undead thing that Killier has trapped, it seems, since you remember the skeletons and the shadow that was trapped in the altar.
yeah, right.
And the Minotaur who's probably bound somewhere and only appear when...
Let's just go ahead and fucking. I'm gonna use a spell slot. As she holds out a hand and just buffets it with telekinetic force, so that it must so that basically it has to keep itself stable or fly off into a wall. So, AKA magic missile.
Oh, okay.
You can hit a magic ball, the magical ball of another magical ball.
With magic missile, anything is possible.
Yeah. I mean, magic missile is basically whatever you want it to be that is a projectile.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, the projectile is just literal telekinetic force.
Yeah, no, you hit it, and it kind of winks out for a second and then back, and looks like it is not happy about that.
Yeah, well, I'm not happy about you. You being in that box. Why?
Marza. What are you going to do?
Oh, then also, as a side note, as a bonus action, I can sack 2 sorcery points to restore that spell slot.
Nice.
How many sorcery points do you have?
2.
Given the general, just checking, thunder and lightning damage, thunder and electric damage are 2 separate types of damage, correct?
Correct.
All right, I'm going to attempt to.
Now, just so you know, you have seen this thing arcing lightning straight out of its body. Just throw that out there.
Yeah, good point. I'm a Eldritch Blast, and once again fail.
Yeah, no, this thing whips around. It is moving really quick. You do hear a faint yelling gnarl. You're at the base of the alley with the thing in front of you.
So the guest book's right in front of him.
Yes, it is.
Okay, he's just going to pause, thinks about it for a second, opens the book, doodles a penis in the ledger, and then runs past it towards the shouting.
So you doodle your penis, and then you run.
Not mine, just a.
Oh, a penis.
We're not going for anatomical correct. We're not going for like. I'm not doing a life. He doesn't just look down and do a life study for the next 30 minutes.
Although that would be really funny.
I suppose I could just slap it onto the page and then trace around it, but that feels unhygienic, and also there's the possibility of a paper cut.
Now it's been a while, so I'm still trying to remember the initial name you put in.
It was P pseudo penis.
P pseudopenis.
Yeah.
Yeah. In another place, why did P pseudopenis just graffiti in the logbook? He's still a valid. No, I like what he's doing here. Kid has guts.
I like his style. Well, he has a gut at the very least.
You kicked me out once while I'm a pseudo penis. Now I'll come back as a big penis.
What am I, a fucking Metal Gear protagonist? Liquid penis, solid penis.
You hear the gurgling of Jubilex, who nobody really wants here. Just off in the corner. Boy has big dick energy.
I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, that's just bad. That was just...
Anyway,
Anyway, moving on.
just,
So that's your turn to pull out running towards this.
just wanted to get to the T junction, pause, and go. Oh fuck! Was it left or right? That's what
Give me a perception check.
To be fair, you're hearing the shouting.
Yeah, you are hearing the shouting,
This is not.
and that'll inspire which direction you go.
Oh yeah, I know where to go.
Yeah, you know where to go. You're thinking that they backtracked, and yeah. Okay, 10-4. This thing is just buzzing up above your head.
Okay, I'm gonna try and smack it around some more then.
Okay. The martial arts is a hit. The spear is miss.
Key point. I'm using magic key point.
Okay. And you had 2 of those, or how many did you have?
I have 2 key points.
Okay, so this is your second one.
Yep.
And then the 18 is a... Let me look really quick on that character sheet. A miss.
18's a miss.
Yes, you've missed.
So the AC
Wow.
is 19 or 20. Okay.
5.
Okay. So you go ahead and kick this thing. Feel a faint buzz on your stone feet as if you kicked something like a light socket. Okay. And now it's its turn. And you have been doing the most damage to it, so it's going to try and shock you again. And 15 misses, so it is going... Yeah, like I said, 15 misses.
Yep.
So it's going to be Venarius's turn.
So I once again redirect the lightning again. As I jump around, flailing at it as it's shooting electricity back at me.
It's
Right,
just
gonna
weird watching this ball of light just floating over 10-4.
It's like a Star Wars lightsaber training against the drone firing lightning back.
oh
Is
my
Temple
God.
being bullied by this will-o-wisp?
I think so,
Pretty
but
much.
only because 10-4 is the most competent so far.
Also true.
Actually,
Well, I take that back.
I think it's actually the opposite of what you're saying. I think he's bullying it. He's the one who's done the most damage to it.
Fair. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go for stab. That's a no. Now I'm also going to use my minor action with that to pull out my dagger and go for offhand attack.
Okay.
Also a no.
Hmm.
I am the most useful.
All right. So it's Rov's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she was holding one hand out to blast it with telekinetic force. Now she puts her other hand with that one. Let's see.
double hand movements. What does it mean?
Oh shit! Actually, no. It's. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So the last damage that I did was not 2; it was 6. Because
Really?
magic missile hits 3 times.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
you can redirect it to hit 3 different targets, or
Okay.
all on one.
Well, it has a new target now.
Yeah, do it again.
Okay.
Ooh, that's good. That's
So that's a
spicy.
12?
So
12
what
damage.
do you? So what? How do you destroy this thing?
She like I said, she brings her other hand. She brings her other hand and actually gets out of the chair, and strains a little while just buffeting it, trying to force it to splatter against the wall.
Hit after hit after hit, it's careening away from you, and the final hit just causes it to hit the wall, and it just bursts into lightning along the wall.
I have to say, of all of the screw-ups that have happened in this dungeon so far, that was the one that bit us the least.
Yeah. I mean, are you guys okay? I think it only hit you, didn't it? Or
Nope,
you good?
I rejected the lightning each time.
We're good.
Gnarl, at this point in time, I'm going to say that you probably can reach up to them while they're chatting.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'll just come steaming around the.
Why is Gnarl going the wrong direction?
I suppose he gets here, goes, fuck. I hate everything. This comes to room number 7 and just falls over.
I mean, before you get to that you do see one of those boglin further down towards the wine room with a sack that he seems to be putting broken wine bottles into. He takes one look at you and drops it and just runs further down the.
Jesus, it's that Noel!
Just looks over at everyone and goes, what year is it?
I don't know.
Excellent. Perfect answer. How are you guys doing?
Good. You're only gone for about an hour.
Okay, good.
Don't eat these grapes, Gnarl. Don't.
I what? Did you eat the grapes?
Yeah, they suck.
I kind of figured.
So what happened to you now? Anyways, you ran screaming in the portal and kind of disappeared there. We have your stuff here.
Oh, thank you. I just kind of appeared in the yawning portal.
And
That's paradise.
I mean, it could have been worse.
I understand. I think I understand. The real paradise is where we can be with our friends.
Then why won't you fucking
Hey, he figured it out.
Hey!
No, just walks over and just punches Ben in the arm.
I do want to imagine that was a cutaway. That was Kalimver, whatever his name is. Hey, you figured it out. And I just hugs Sarah Rack and whoever else is there.
The real
Alistair
trick.
or whatever.
Thanks about hugging G-Flex is like, nah.
So, hey, guess what, Gnarl?
What?
In that box right there, there was a will-o'-the-wisp.
Is that why I could hear a lot of screaming?
Yes.
Yeah, it's dead now.
I figured. Just gives a thumbs up. Good job.
That does not leave this room any extra solved.
I
mean,
feel like we solved it. The puzzle of the room is that it's terrible.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that some of the puzzles here are mostly just "fuck you" in very large letters.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't really a puzzle so much as it is an insult.
All right then, fine.
Okay.
She is going to while Gnarl's getting his stuff back in order, she will so you said that there are books, like there are some very moldering books.
Mm-hmm.
They're all different colors, right?
Very faded colors.
Yeah, but
But
they're
yes.
different enough that you'd be able to tell if they were in a pattern, right?
You would be able to tell.
All right, the pattern
unfortunately,
now just says "fuck you."
as you rearrange, folks.
Yes. There, I solved your stupid room puzzle. I'm leaving.
And then suddenly the secret wall opens to reveal the treasures.
Shit, she's figured it out. Your mom is so powerful.
The real treasure was the friends we made along the way, but the real treasure is hidden behind that false wall.
Anyways, let's go back to that other hallway and go open more doors.
Yeah.
On our way out, Martha throws a ray of frost into the hearth just to like put the fire out.
It doesn't go out.
Martha takes the grapes and throws them into the fire.
They burn just fine.
Do you want to light anything else on fire while you're here?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I'm a little disappointed I couldn't mess with the room, but whatever.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
She rejoins everyone else.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So here's the question: do you want to go through this door first, or this door?
Well, let's go to the one on the right first. Just get this side done with.
Okay.
Does everyone need to recharge, or is everyone good to go?
I only use cantrips. I'm good.
Yeah.
That very bad berry didn't do that much to me, so whatever.
Okay.
Righty. So you open the door.
Is there a giant pile of gold in this room too?
There is not. You open this door, and you can see an empty room. Other than weird tiling on the ground, there's the normal blue soda light, but starting at the base of the door that you were at and winding through a weird patterning is a long, twisty, narrow path that leads to the northern door. You can see that the walls are decorated in murals, like many of the other rooms in this alleyway. This room specifically, it looks like it's a religious theme. It's Hellmite funerary rituals are being depicted on the walls. And you can also see that in amongst all of these like funeral possessions that there are also images of mages that are holding the holy symbol of Mystra. They appear to be further in the background behind the Hellmite practitioners on the murals. Inscribed on the western wall, once you walk a little ways into the room, are the words, "Get through." And I will put that in chat.
Really quick before we do anything, can we? I assume we're going to do this, but I want to make it clear to the GM in this type of situation. We are giving Gnarl back all his equipment, right?
Yes, I already did
Yeah.
that already.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah,
imagine he
we
kind
gave
of
him back his equipment while I made the bookcase saying a bad word,
Okay.
Uh huh.
a naughty word.
Yes, otherwise there would have been people getting punched in the face.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to
By
throw
people,
a
we mean
copper
Buggles.
off of the path and see if anything happens.
Nope. Just clatters onto the ground.
I cast Silent Image and have it run around the room.
Nothing happens.
Hmm. All right. So all we have to do is, in case you fall off, you must be at least lighter than a copper piece. I don't know if anybody can actually do that, but
I guess we'll see.
mm-hmm.
I can.
Featherfall.
That's one thing to call it.
Okay then.
Nar just looks at 10-4, then looks at the inordinate amount of gear he's got on. Well, shit.
Either way, let's just follow the yellow brick road here.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to risk it.
Yeah, might as well just in case.
Wait, before we go, I throw a copper piece onto the path.
It just clatters onto the ground.
Okay.
So you guys are going to remain on the pathway at all times.
It
Yep.
seems like a
Yes.
logical thing to do.
Okay. And you get to the far northern door just fine.
Okay, Gnarl, you're the expert. What do you think about this door?
Yeah.
The door's weird. It is just mirror colored.
It's what coloured?
It's like extremely reflective.
And Nar just kind of looks at it for a moment, squints, picks something out of his teeth. Oh, it's very shiny. So he just gives it a gentle push.
It just opens. And yeah, you just see a lot of yourself. The room that you're looking into seems to be made out of one surface that has been bent. So it's just a single extruded mirror that rotates on itself. So you see yourself behind yourself, repeating into like infinity.
Oh god, it's one of those.
In the center of this room is a 3-foot tall statue of a rearing unicorn.
Oh, let's say
It's the thing.
That's the thing we were looking for.
I was just going to put an arm out to stop anyone else going through the door.
I was.
And let me actually reveal this because I am focused on other things besides revealing map. There we go.
I wasn't gonna touch it with my actual hands. No, it's okay.
I know. This is kind of a non-mechanical thing, but Gnarl is just looking at his reflections and the reflections of the reflections and all the null shapes stretching off the distance, and he feels like this horrible stabbing homesickness.
Oh, now I'm sad.
Damn it!
I'm sorry, guys, but that is like Null may be the only like free enterprising Null in Waterdeep for all he knows.
Damn it!
On the surface of Waterdeep, at least.
Yes.
Damn it! I'm sad now.
Mm.
I'm sorry. Here's some drugs.
Oh, thanks.
I feel like pulling up your character sheet, making a charisma saving throw for myself. You're terrible at charisma.
Uh,
I mean, I can make you saving throw if you want.
No, you're good. I'm not using.
I'll go ahead and. No, it's all right. I'll go ahead and just like try and get it towards us. It's a little heavy, so it might take me a moment. But I am not going to set foot in that room.
That's a good move.
And I'm going to use Gust.
Okay.
This is where it just falls over and breaks.
You can hear Bert just off in the distance screaming as he realizes something has gone terribly wrong. He's like in the middle of a campaign.
No, it just basically pushes it.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
No roll or required or anything. Just a gust of air blows pretty strongly in the room, and it does not move an inch.
she tries something a little more poignant. She will use a more direct telekinesis to try and grab it and pull.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is solid. It is not moving whatsoever.
Like you like everyone can see her like visibly strain as she has like both hands out as if she's holding on to the thing that is like 20 feet away from her, and pulling, and then no, that is not moving.
Damn.
Okay, so I guess
Well. Oh, yeah, your microphone's up, I think.
it was up. Sorry.
That's right. Well, I guess we're going in.
Well, okay. Based on the general layout of this room, we need to decide which of us we feel would be the easiest to beat in a fight.
Nar walks in.
No, easy enough to do. You walk into the beer room.
Yeah. I mean, genuinely, how many times have I been knocked out?
It's unsettling in this room. You can see yourself below and above yourself.
Anything happening in there? No.
I'm feeling very introspective.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm feeling very extrospective. I don't know what that means.
Guys, I think I may have figured out the big riddle that has all the words written across the thing. We'll deal with that in
You
a bit.
nerd! Were you even looking at the room of mirrors?
No, I was looking at my notebook.
Give me your lunch money.
Give me your lunch money.
I just turns around and goes, "Look, Rava, we know you don't have a lunch. We don't know you don't actually use lunch money for lunch. You use it for alcohol. And then give her your lunch money."
It's about this time that the door that you had been propping open.
I give Robert her own lunch money.
She feels content that she has bullied you.
The door that you had been propping open just closes, Gnarl, since you weren't holding the door open. And yeah, you cannot see the door anymore, but looking at the unicorn, there are some glowing words above it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
I am Sparkles. Tremble before me.
Oh no! Oh, goodness.
He broke through to a new system. Run!
Oh my god, that's who I should play for.
No.
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 I'm vetoing that right now.
Wait, no, never mind. I'm not even going to say it.
The
I'm not going to
the
invoke that.
words floating over this unicorn are everything you see is mine.
Niall's going to shrug, close his eyes, and grab the unicorn.
Do you guys open up the door?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you see that Gnarl standing up with the unicorn in hand.
All right. Let's do this. Come on.
Guys,
Gnarl, you can't see. Your eyes are closed. Whatever the unicorn, it's just solidly floating in the air.
what you mean? Like, is it weightless?
It's in your hand, and you're trying to move forward towards the door and their voices, but you're not moving.
Yeah, Niall stops trying to move for a second and just goes, okay, there's some fuckery going on here. So some words above everything are saying, everything you see belongs to me, or some shit like that.
Yeah, you guys don't see that.
No, I don't see any words above a unicorn.
I don't see any words. What are you talking about now?
I've got a feeling this is some magical bullshit. That's why I got my eyes closed.
All right.
Venarius, you were saying you figured some stuff out?
Maybe you could. Something else. Let's deal with what's in front of us first. Let's try. I close the door again, and then I shout through it, Marco!
No, it's Niall, you fucking idiot.
Besides, everyone knows it's Bolo.
Oh, fuck.
Marco Polo.
Oh, that's just bad, Ed. That is...
To be fair, Volothamp G'narm is basically the Marco Polo of this universe.
Fair.
Just always traveling.
Yeah.
It's somehow even less dignified.
Yeah.
But the second they close the door and are not looking at it, you can move again.
Okay, yeah, so just Niall just bellows, keep the door shut.
All right, just come towards the sound of my voice.
Oh, what? You have to wash your hands in there.
No, I think it's some kind of quantum entanglement.
Oh, because I was making a joke.
The frick-a-frack does that mean?
It means it won't move as long as it's being observed.
So, why don't we...
All right, so we open the door and shut our eyes.
Yes, that's probably the right thing to do.
Oh, that's actually probably smarter. Yeah, open the door. Okay, come towards the sound of my voice.
Wait, it's a push. It's a push door, isn't it? Does he open it into Niall's face?
At this point, yes. Meanwhile, in another place, Devil is looking at you guys. How is the Knoll the smart one?
How was the Knoll who recently got teleported bollock naked into a nearby bar the smartest member of the group?
Wait a second. Gnarl,
What?
did you say there was quantum entanglement?
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
What, can we just get going? Like,
Look, we look. We can,
You're just saying things that sound smart.
look. Just
You open your eyes to look at him as he's trying to drag it through the last bit. Out of, like, pure frustration.
Yes. I would imagine that, like, he's like effortlessly carrying it, and then
He's like inches away from the front door, and he just tackles into it.
Oh, sorry.
are we really doing this right now?
And yeah, you've successfully gotten yourself out of there, Gnarl. The second you get outside of the beer room, you feel a weird pressure and vibration that was coming from the unicorn just vanishes.
Yeah, there we go.
okay, so now we just got to follow the path back.
I was very much afraid, by the way, that the unicorn that like we would have to actually get across this whole path blind.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been very bad.
So the question is, now that we have this, do we want to go up to the other room that's up there, or are we just good to get out of here?
Well, I mean,
I think we have to ask ourselves whether or not it's
When you were looking through the bars on the other side, there was a faintly glimmering sword that was just kind of hanging from a chain at the far end. It was a long, glimmering rapier.
He said again, and I kind of
I mean,
missed that.
There was a rapier that was dangling from a chain at the end of these large wooden platforms.
I mean, we can try to get it if you want. Also, what, if anything, has all of the statements added up to? Aside from drink your Ovaltine.
Okay. I think if we ignore the complete rubbish line that was in the thing, because I've been messing around with this for a little bit. Almost
What was
one could
the
say a
rubbish
few
line?
weeks. It was I deleted it, but it was from the it was like utter rubbish or something like that. It was in the statue room.
You are guessing that the utter rubbish was not in the same... Like, it was larger and more crazed. Like,
Yeah,
somebody had just written that down in that room. Didn't have
so
the same as the rest.
All right, that's fair.
So I kind of
So what-
grouped it. What might and strength, and then this tool with a soft touch. I think it comes out to what might and strength cannot get through. This tool with a soft touch can do. And I think we got to tell it to that statue, maybe, because it asked for a riddle.
Sure.
All right.
I mean, if
sure,
we-
why not? And maybe there is something else in this other room, the one with the rapier.
Sure, let's check it out, I guess.
Do we really want to go? Okay, fine.
Something else we can use, maybe.
Actually,
Let's make sure we can find where the unicorn got teleported to.
I'm gonna imagine you guys all walked through the winding paths just fine.
Yeah.
And are talking about this in here.
I think we should maybe instead of going to the
Mars is
first,
probably with you guys.
we should just make
Yep.
sure we can find where the unicorn got teleported to.
The unicorn didn't get teleported.
No, it's with us.
Is it? I thought
Yeah, we're carrying it.
oh, yeah,
I thought I heard
Gnarl has it.
it's not vibrating, but it's still with us.
I mean, you're the one who wanted to possibly look into that room. We can just go.
Well, I meant this door right here.
Oh, right. That's what I meant
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
Let's check it out first then.
Okay, let me
Okay, I know
reveal.
this is going to be a surprise for everyone, but could someone else go first? I'm currently carrying the one thing we're supposed to have.
Mm-hmm.
So, Venarius, when you open the door to that room, you just see a mess. There are rows of workbenches lined up in this room all over the place. Each of them seems to be covered in detritus of just various, like, alchemical experiments. Just urns with weird chemicals in them. There's some mortars and pestles. There's just powder lying on tables all over the place. You can see scorch marks all over the walls and on some of the freaking actual workbenches. You can see where there are holes in the workbenches of something dripping through them and into the sodalite pavement below. There's just stools and chairs all over the place that have more crap on them, including manuscripts that are just blackened with like smoke.
Okay, so it looks like there's a workshop.
Niall pokes his head around the door. Hmm?
It's kind of in shambles.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Or an investigation.
May I?
Yeah, if you want to walk into the room.
Give me
Wait, to walk
the
into the
unicorn
room?
first.
Wait, to walk into the room? Because I was not walking into that room. I will tell you that right now.
Before
accepting my
Carl
role,
can
but I
go
was
into
not
the
walking in
room,
the room.
The investigation
Marjorie
is
is
to actually
definitely-
walk into the room and look for something of value. The perception is just to look into the room.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I
I got a
did.
17 perception.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah, you
You
said
have
you were
been
going to give
fine,
the unicorn to.
Yeah,
the unicorn.
Martha takes the unicorn before Gnarl can enter the room.
I've got a 6 in investigation and I got an 8. Fuck me.
Wow.
It's okay. You got the important thing.
Mm.
You got the MacGuffin. That's all that matters.
Do we see anything, Ed?
Let's go with Gnarl first. Gnarl's looking around in the room, like, as he's kind of walked in as quickly as possible compared to everyone else who's looking in through the door. And you're looking around, and there's some weird purple powder just sitting here.
Hmm.
You think you've seen it before being consumed, but you're just trying to remember where you had seen that.
Yeah, don't let Rava near that.
As for
I was going to say, if it's something I think I've seen consumed, could I roll medicine?
yes, you can.
Thank you.
As for everyone else, you see some vials on the far eastern door that look like healing potions. But it looks kind of risky walking through this room to get to them.
Why is
Yeah,
it risky?
That's
What?
that deep gnome powder.
Oh, that
Ed,
good
why is
deep gnome dope.
Why does
Yes.
it look risky?
There's vats of acid that are leading precariously, and weird powders.
Yeah, Niall's just going to take the deep gnome kush.
Okay. You have 3 doses of deep gnome kush.
Brava's about to have that, so.
Oh, what? Oh, it isn't even my birthing day.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to touch that stuff. Just be responsible, please.
I'm not gonna touch this stuff. You've smoked it with me.
Yes, and I regret it.
Why? We had a great time.
Because after today, the only thing I want to do to relax is to lie down and possibly have a bath.
You do remember faintly the chittering of a intellect devourer.
Ugh.
The last time you consumed this, Gnarl.
Yep. Yep.
Real talk,
Yeah.
I looked that up like 2 weeks ago, and wow.
Yeah. I'm not opening my mind up to that bullshit again. That can fuck off.
Oh, right. Oh, no, I do remember now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the generous donation. She puts that in her bag.
To the Get Rather Baked Fund. Nice. He just looks over at where the healing potions are and goes, "Do you guys want me to get that?"
I don't even try. I wouldn't even trust those.
No.
Yeah, they're probably not even safe there. Actually, what can I use to try and identify what's in these vats, anyways?
I will say, if there's one person I trust identifying what's in healing potions, it's Mr. Guy with actual medicine, Gnarl here.
To be fair, our good friend 10-4 does have some proficiencies with
Herbalism and brewing, that kind of stuff there. So I know my chemical stuff.
maybe herbalism. You know what? Brewing too. Each of them will have something different you discover.
Okay, what? Use my intelligence modifier or what?
Just roll a d20 and then give your proficiency bonus because you're proficient in either brewing or herbalism. And we'll also have it be intellect, but unfortunately that is a 0 for you. So that won't make much of a difference.
A 14 for my 16 for my brewing, and a 10 for my herbalism.
Well, we're going with only one or the other, so you're going to go with your brewing, was it? Or your herbalism?
I think I'll have fun going with my brewing. What can I get using my knowledge of alcohol?
Okay. With that's yeast over there that's growing. It looks like off in the corner they were trying to make just some standard ale.
What's in the other vat? I was looking more at the vat that's precariously more.
Oh, yeah, no. Your brewing knowledge in no way helps you with that. Although the marks in the table around it that have burnt through kind of are their own sort of signifier that whatever it is, it's acidic. But yeah, other than the vials, everything looks like it's like very precarious.
Is there any?
Although one of those vials back there doesn't look like a standard healing potion, it's kind of a deep red.
And I'm guessing that these aren't in range for Rava to just float them over.
They are easily within range.
Yeah, she does that then.
Okay, yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah. She just like kind of, she just picks one over and she just picks one up with her mind, and then just gently coaxes it over to her.
Yep.
She picks up the one that is like a deep red. He said.
Yes. On your character sheet, put healing potion X2.
X2.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean 2 of them, or do you mean it's the name of the potion is an X2 variant?
It's a signifier that this is an extremely potent healing potion.
I'll just put healing potion EX.
Okay.
This could be useful, perhaps.
And then, yeah, other than that,
how many other potions are there?
there is 2 other healing potions that seem.
She just pulls them over, and like she pulls them over, and then just kind of like leaves them like hovering in the air for a moment for anyone to just grab.
Mm-hmm.
I'll grab one and study it and make sure it's actually good.
Yeah, can we have Carl like examine
nope.
these?
Nope.
Okay.
I tried.
All right, let me have a look.
They look good to me.
Yeah, it's really easy to determine that they're not poison. The other one, though, the really bright one, it looks like it's been condensed. You didn't think that was a thing.
It looks extra thick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's thick with 2 C's? Nice!
Practically 3.
Oh boy!
I'm kind of happy you guys didn't walk through that room, because that room is a death trap to walk through.
It's kind of hilarious. Oh wait, we have telekinesis, so you can just skip all that. I was just going to ask about is there anything on the wall we can just like climb around on outside around instead to do it that way, but then we have an even easier idea.
Mm.
Well, does this mean that we explored everything then?
I
The only thing
believe
left is to try. If you want to go and try and grab that rapier that's hanging off the end of the platform, sir.
I would like to go talk to that wizard statue first, and then I don't know. I'm not really. I don't think that rapier is worth whatever trouble we're going to be put through.
That is fair. I mean, we got the thing that we came here for the most part, so
Yeah,
Mhm.
as well.
On the other hand, I'm tempted because a rapier is also my primary weapon.
Yeah, I know a bit of character to say, well, the elven rogue may want the magical rapier, but
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I'll say
he's
that Martha will insist that we find some way to secure the unicorn before we try anything involving the final room.
I mean, Null's just going to chill. Null is fully aware he's not going to be of any use in this next room.
Yeah. So here's my question for the GM. Are you going to be nice enough to let me actually use acrobatics to parkour between these things?
Yes, in fact, it specifically is talking about acrobatics.
So
Ooh,
what
Wait,
then? What exactly is this? What is going on over here? Why?
What is going on?
Why?
So you open the door. You do vaguely remember this room. The ceiling is about 40 feet high.
That's
And-
stupid.
Yeah, it is very stupid. And there is just an immediately cut off at the door. And you can see a brass and wooden platform chained to the ceiling right in front of you. And there's more of them, and they're leading upwards. In fact, I have a very nice picture of this. So let me just copy this image and go ahead and link it to you guys.
are you putting it in the chat on Discord
Yep.
or?
Discording it. As is my wont to do.
Well, that's cool.
Loading. Oh, that does look pretty cool.
As they progressively raise, which is why at the same level on the other side you could see it from the barred window, the bottom of the platform where it's hanging off the side. The sword. As it raises up. Unfortunately, the ground below, you can't see it. You just see smoke billowing up.
Cool. Okay, so Venarius, before you try to do this and fall to your doom,
Can you say that again, Ed? Ed,
You just see smoke below.
Ed, can you please repeat that? I kind of lost you after you started describing what's below. Can you please
Just
start
smoke.
that again?
Yeah,
Just smoke?
yeah, just smoke.
take it as read.
Building
that
up.
is death.
all right.
How far away would you estimate the top platform is from like where we are now, kind of thing?
40 feet up to the
And-
ceiling.
And how long is how long is it from here to the top here, like horizontal wise?
You'd say that's about the final platform looks to be about 10 feet higher than where you're at. So they're a gradual raise. It's not immediately.
No. I meant more saying if we were to tie like a rope to the beginning here and try and cross, would we have enough length right now? So I'm trying to get at basically.
To the final platform from where you're
Yes.
at? Probably it's tied to a chain. It would probably start moving towards you if you, the entire platform, if you tried to tie a rope to it and pull up on it.
No, I meant more tie a safety rope to the entrance here.
Oh, to the entrance?
Yeah,
They
so
catch
we're-
somebody if they fall.
basically.
Yeah, you could probably get away with it. 5, 10, 15, 30, 35. Yeah, if you had a 50-foot length of rope, you could probably do that.
Okay, I have a 50 length rope in my Dungeoneer's pack.
Okay. Just keep your ranged weapons ready just in case something does come out, because I don't know if I'll be safe enough to I mean, I could try swashbuckle fighting stuff up there, but I'm not sure if it's going to be.
So
I
let me
have
get
some
this straight. You're supposed to jump from platform to platform.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is there any are there any rules in D&D for like aiding another?
Yeah, there are actually.
Okay, because she can actually give a little pull on the on the upcoming platforms so that they will actually swing close to him.
Well,
Before he
actually,
Oh.
instead of swinging closer, could you stabilize them? That'll probably be even better.
well, no, like because if they swing closer to him, then he has an easier time of just grabbing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying if it's stable, it might be easier too instead of having them.
I don't
Either
think
way, it's narrative.
Yeah, narrative.
It's
Yeah.
a narrative thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me pull up the handbook just for actions.
All right, Ven.
What's
Hey,
your acrobatics anyways,
Ven,
Ben?
I'm going
Right.
to. I'm going to help.
You can lend your aid to another creature in the completion of a task. When you take the help action, the creature you aid gains advantage on its next ability check it makes to perform a task you are helping it with, provided that it makes the check before the start of your next turn. Okay, yeah. So I'm just going to let, if you're using your hand
Yep.
for your telekinesis
Yep.
to try and hold that, I will let you make that with advantage.
All
All right,
right.
Those dex
then I'm going to be. Would you rather me hold these still for you, so that they're just like any platform, or do you want me to pull it towards you?
I think keeping it still because
All right,
I
will
think
keep.
I'm good on the jumps, but yeah.
All right, I will keep them still.
Now it says here strength athletics, but I'm going to let you make dex athletics because it doesn't make that much
Yeah.
difference to me.
It's almost like I specifically took acrobatics so I could do fancy jumps and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so
What's-
platform
what-
1.
Oh, I also need to roll something.
18. Oh no.
What do you need to roll?
you
Something.
see, we should have gone and talked to the wizard first because we might have he might have had a clue for this.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Whatever.
Oh, it's a 1. Let me just roll a d6 now. As two figures kind of let me grab that and just copy it. Come gliding up out of the smoke.
What did it look like?
I don't actually, let's see, have a quick image, but they look like an image in a new tab, copy, and send off to you guys. These
Oh, God.
smoky little men
Whoa!
come
What are these
just-
smoky boys?
crawling up out, and they're just cackling.
I do not.
What is so funny?
Probably the fact they're about to try and kill Ben.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm asking them. You lot, what is so funny?
They just turn their head and look at you through the door.
Yeah. What? You're cackling. You came out of the smoke cackling. Why? Well,
Yeah,
clearly
just-
you can cackle so you can explain yourself.
Yeah, they're just
You cackle in a very human way.
they're talking, but it's like a wispish sound.
Mars was letting the Eldritch Blast do the talking.
That's fair. That is very fair. Let's see.
Do you get surprise round or something?
Well, they haven't done anything yet.
For Rav distracting them.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm just gonna also. Nope.
I'm nothing if not a good distraction.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
I can't hit push yet right now.
You're not. Let me go back and look because I am realizing that did not go through. Right? Oh, you're throwing a dart at them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Think. I was distracting. Well, I also fling a dart at the one that Mazar was blasting.
Well, that smoke actually does hit. That dart does hit. The Eldritch Blast misses, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know that Eldritch Blast never actually works.
I know. I'm sorry, my dude.
Fling and I hit. I dab it for 4.
Mm-hmm.
I hit.
Probably 2. I'm guessing these things are also resilient to physical attacks because they're made of smoke.
Actually, it pierces them just fine.
Wow.
They look like they are smoky, but they still have like a solid body in the middle there. So I
The
can
dart
still-
strikes one of them in the chest, and it pulls the dart out, and you can see like kind of a blackened and reddish embers emanating from like the smoke that's coming off of it. Like it's made out of charcoal.
Huh.
With a burning center that quickly begins to fumigate with smoke again. And its wings are flapping and it does not look happy.
You're made of charcoal. They couldn't even use regular coal.
It just starts. The one that is hurt gets ready to just
Should we roll for initiative at this point?
yeah, you should probably do that. As I realized that I
Damn.
Damn.
Not 20.
Damn. So, Tyler.
Yes.
Groupthink, you and me, right now. Are you just gonna try and bolt it to the other side, or are you gonna fight things?
Depends. Will me bolting to the other side cause attacks of opportunity? Like, what do I think on this one? That's not a metagame, but if I think they're gonna like keep striking at me and get free attacks as I run, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you probably don't want to do that.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm gonna stay here and try and fight, maybe.
Okay. Because that basically was do I sack my turn to keep aiding you or what?
Yeah, no, don't do that.
I am realizing something unfortunate. My character sheet for these dudes has disappeared.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. I can just use the freaking D&D Beyond character sheet for them. I'm just going to be manually doing all their rolls, which sucks. Okay, so their initiative is D20 plus Dex. And I'm going to group them together, so let me roll a D20. So they got a 19.
Oof.
Which is, I'm just going to leave up the token from before. And let me move you guys around so I can get this combat going. Gnarl, why are you last?
I mean, to be fair, I have absolutely nothing to contribute, so shrug.
That's fair. Okay. So yeah, it looks like they're trying to bar your way. And you can faintly hear more chittering coming down from below. as they seem more and more riled up after having taken a surprise dart.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna draw my rapier and attack the one that got hit with the dart. If I
Can you reach? Or
can
Yeah,
I
they're
reach?
within 5. They're within 5 feet of you. They've come up.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for the rapier attack. Nope.
Yeah, that is a no.
Oh well. At least I'm not dead yet.
Now you threw the dart at the one to the left, right?
yes.
Okay. Just need to keep track of that. Okay.
So Rav buffets them with telekinetic force again. Well, these ones now.
That is fair. Which one are you striking?
Okay, tell me when one dies.
Fair
So
enough.
5 force on the one that has been darted.
And that hits 3 times, you said?
No, it's 3 hits for 5 that I can spread out wherever I want. Which is why I say, tell me when one dies.
Okay. So the first bolt hits it. The second bolt hits it. And the third bolt hits it. And it is not looking hot at all.
That didn't kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
The smoke is like slowly trying to re-emanate from it, but it's just like torso where you've struck it is just blistering, like all of the covering is gone, and you can see an embery little smoky heart and skeletal structure. And it is just like enraged looking.
Guys.
Speaking of which, it is going to move towards you, wrapping around this chamber, staying within 5 feet of Venarius, and it is going to claw at you. So I'm going to roll a d20 for its attack. So I am imagining that 10 plus 4, 14, does that hit or not?
Let's see here. Probably does. What is her? Armor class is 12.
Armor class is 12. It does hit. Let me deal its damage. As you struck this thing, and it is coming after you with a vengeance. Okay. We have that here and rolling. As you take 3 damage.
Wow.
I mean, to be fair, that's like almost all of your HP, right?
No. I have a total of I have a max of 14.
Oh, okay.
So that's just supposed to be at 10. As she gets
Fair
a little scratch and she shoves it off like
Because you were down from the one from the good berry, right?
yeah.
As it is trying to claw at your face and only getting your arms.
I just realized it's not my turn again yet, but I just realized I'm probably actually the best character to book it. Because of my cunning action, I can withdraw as a minor action.
So for the other one, because there is a pair of them right now, it is going to look at you and just belch a cone of smoldering ash at you.
Who
And,
is it doing that at?
It is doing that at Venarius.
Oh
Ooh.
god.
Does it get everyone?
It's a cone. Let me look.
Oh shit! If it's a cone, then it would hit everybody.
Yeah, Nom might be okay since he's everyone else is blocking the way, so he might.
I say there's 5 foot between the door, so 15 feet. Yeah, everyone but
No.
Gnarl.
Also,
Give me a...
also the other one gets hit.
That is true. They all have to make a dex check.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, I'm rolling horrible
just raw
today.
dex then.
Let's see. Dexterity saving throw.
Wow, my dex. I'm rolling horrible today.
Oof. Ooh no, this is gonna
Let me
suck.
roll for this thing's dex. Okay, it's a d20 plus 2.
Nope.
Okay, so everyone below a 12 on their dex save is blinded until next turn. As just a cloud of smoke just is covering your eyes and they're watering.
So just it's the blinded thing. Does it use like the poison or anything like
Nope,
that?
it's just blinded.
Okay.
These things are not venomous.
There's just a physical amount of ash in between us, our eyes, and everything else.
Yeah, seems like it.
Okay. Marza, you can't see shit, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I just need to look up how something works.
Blinded, you take disadvantage on attacks, and there's advantage on attacks on you, and you automatically have fell perception based on sight.
So it's disadvantage on attacks.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize, looking back on these smoke methods, they can be blinded by their own attacks.
That's great.
That's
That is great.
amazing.
So it looks like Venarius just ducks in time.
Okay.
Since you had gotten the 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But there's the one that's
everyone
closest.
else
So everyone else is focused on the one closest to us. Veneris is the one that sees that other one actually sucking in.
Okay. So, is it my turn?
Yes, it is your turn. We were waiting on you.
Okay. So I cast Silent Image,
Okay.
and I create an image of a nondescript person in a cloak pushing past the three of us at the door and jumping all the way up to this platform over here.
Huh. Okay. The image of this nondescript person jumps, and unlike Venarius, who caused the thing to move as his force pushes up against it, that one stays still, but the method that's just looking at Venarius turns its head and just like startled as it sees this person jump over there.
Yep.
And starts screeching in some like harsh, guttural words that sound like wind going through a cavern.
Mm-hmm.
I can vaguely make out what you have done.
Yeah. So
good job.
they need to make an investigation check against my spell save to determine that it's a fake image.
Okay.
I know, like, mechanically, I can't aid in that in any way, but she can give a little shove at the platform to make it look like it moves.
Hmm.
Okay.
And that's my action because I can neither move nor attack accurately this turn. So
I'm going to try and
So they're just gonna since that's the only one that's not blinded, it's just a D20. Yeah, and what was the saving throw against?
13.
13. It realizes, but not before it had screeched out.
Mhm.
okay.
Before turning back towards you guys, all shocked.
And
And,
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Let me just roll to see if it attracted attention. Yeah, no, it did not. Okay, we're good.
okay, I'm gonna try and use my memory of where the other guy was floating to try and stab it.
Okay, go ahead and roll with disadvantage. The spear actually hits.
I stab it.
You do stab it. It
Is it died
is
now?
skewered on your spear.
Yay! Finally, it died.
As I just do that to it. Okay.
I'll reel it and dump it a bit behind us so I can study it later.
Gnarl, some weird shit is going on. The others just got covered in smoke.
Yeah, that's unfortunately not something you can do much to help with. So
I mean, this feels like one of those situations where no. It's kind of like that time you saw Ricky the one-handed goblin before he was Ricky the one-handed goblin messing with that shredding device.
to be fair, we were calling him Ricky the two-handed goblin beforehand, so he was really just asking for trouble.
Wait, what was this third hand?
We don't talk about it.
Just don't mess with a freaking mage. Never mess with a mage who wants to do some transmutation research.
So
Are you gonna
No.
hold action or what are you doing?
Oh, me?
Yes, it is your turn.
I really don't have anything to do.
Okay. Gnarl takes the better part of valor and just awaits danger.
I mean, I guess I'll walk 5 foot back.
Well, the thing is, can't you kind of squeeze past and
Yeah, but does he want to
Neural doesn't have
leap
any
into
ranged
this?
weapons, does he?
Huh?
Neural doesn't have any ranged weapons.
Like, I could throw shit at them, but I then lose it forever.
Yeah. I don't think that's what we want.
No, we don't.
Yeah, let's just let Gnarl take 5. He's had a rough day.
Yeah.
You know what? We will let him take 5.
Do I want to keep going? Because acrobatics is one of my better skills, but I don't want to screw it up.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
No, I'm talking. Okay, so I'm going to use my cunning action to withdraw, so I'm not going to get any opportunity attacks.
Okay, that's your bonus, right?
Technically, it's kind of its own action. Yeah, it's a bonus action, technically. Then I'm going to acrobatics.
Which is your action. Yeah, that's the easy one for you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to roll this. Yeah, okay.
And then can I use my move action to do this again, or?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh well.
You have a feeling that you've expended all of your ability to reach and catch a hold of the chain.
Yeah, that's fine.
Rava, you have just smoke in your eyes, and yeah,
She's not very happy about what's going on.
no, I wouldn't be happy either.
I mean,
But
on
the
flip
one
side,
in front of her has been deaded.
Yeah, it's been skewered.
And hey, you know what? You don't actually need to see very well to do.
Magic missile.
Magic.
Yeah. Turns out being blinded when you're a sorcerer, it's fine. So
You
that
saw
would be-
that. Okay. You saw that thing was like
I saw
nasally.
a silhouette, and the fun thing about telekinesis is sometimes you don't have to be very precise with it. You just point your hand in a direction. And
You
yeah, so
yeah, no,
that's 9.
you hear something crying out in pain. Don't really see anything, but you definitely hear something crying out in pain.
Okay.
Now, Venarius, that Mephit really doesn't want you getting to the end, so it's going to move to the far side of you and try and claw at you.
Why you gotta be like that, bro?
I'm a terrible person. That's why I'm like this.
No, I'm talking to the method, not you.
Oh, okay.
I respect you
Okay.
as a GM and as a friend.
Oh no.
Oh, why did you say that?
And I 10 probably misses.
Yeah.
As this thing is whipping by trying to claw at you.
Yeah, so that's a no.
Okay. Marza,
can I see again?
yeah, the grid's getting out of your eyes. Its turn has elapsed.
Excellent. Eldritch Blast.
It's gonna take eventually.
Now, this thing I'm going to give it partial coverage because it's hiding on the far side of Venarius. So I'm going to raise its AC a bit.
Okay.
See, that's a 14. Which is probably for the best because it needed that. Let's see. 1/3 cover. That's you didn't know how much specifically.
I think partial covers +2.
Cover. Yeah, and I'm gonna say it's had half cover, which is the +2. So it still gets hit because if I remember right, attacker wins ties, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So go ahead and do your damage. Okay. That is
but
13.
That's not all.
Oh, I mean that's enough, but if it's not all,
I also drag it 10 feet towards me.
wait, towards you. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Let me roll that
Johnny-
dex save.
Dex
Go
save.
ahead and give me a next save as you get hit by a freaking smoke
good.
method that's just dissolving on you. You're just covered in ash. Method remains.
Is that everyone needs to make that?
Nope, just
Ben? Okay.
Just
poor
make some balancing on a platform.
Yeah.
So you're still there. You're just covered in ash.
All right. That at least takes us out of turn order for now, I guess.
Okay.
Ugh.
Ben, are you going to continue your leaps?
Everyone okay?
All right, Ven, give me a second. All right, go ahead.
You good?
Do your next jump.
Okay.
with advantage. Success. And I imagine you're just going to continue to do this.
Yeah. Can I just like take 10 just to make this easier on us, so I don't have to keep rolling?
Let's see. What's your boost with your dex?
+7.
+7? Yes, you may.
Okay. So
That
we're just
is
gonna do this
easily
platform by platform for you at least, but
Yeah. So I just need a roll for each platform you hop through. We won't even make you roll on it.
yeah.
I'd like to just
how
note that I continue to put a silent image at least one platform ahead of Ven.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna roll again for the silent
Yep.
image. Then for the next one. Okay.
Boop.
And for the last one. God damn! There were only 8 of the fuckers.
Damn it.
Did we get all 8?
The remaining 6.
Or did we get? Yes, we got all 8 total.
Yep, you got the remaining 6
Son
to
of a
pop.
bitch. Then I hope this is worth it.
I hope so too.
I'm just gonna say, seeing as it's 20 past 5 in the morning for me, and
you
Niall
can totally
cannot
go to
contribute to the combat. May
you
Niall just
may.
sit in the corner and watch everyone flail after these charcoal goblins?
You may.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine.
I also need to be going to bed here very, very soon.
Let's leave this at a cliffhanger then. Venarius, haphazardly looking as 6 smoke weapons come clawing up out of the smoke below and start clawing at a nondescript man who's standing on a platform ineffectually. Realizing that you're about to be dealing with a lot of shit.
Nice.
And we will call it there for now.
So I
Nice.
do have one minor way
wonderful.
that I think we may be able to get around this.
Oh,
What if you move the image to like a lower one and I use my stealth to like curl up in a ball?
So
they
the
just, like,
tactic
fly-
is going to the fetal position.
They just fly past me because I'm curled up on the floor when there's other guy dancing around on the lower platform.
oh my god, I love it.
That's a move. I'm actually legit just gonna bounce go. So
All right.
No,
I'll catch
go
you guys.
sleep, my dude.
Yeah.
Have a good one, guys.
I'm also going to be doing a similar thing. I had a lot of fun.
You guys are actually making this room much more challenging. The other team had a druid who just turned into a giant spider.
Man.
We don't have anything like
Yeah.
that though. So
Yeah.
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 We're
Man.
all pure damage dealers with a little bit of side skills. We're all.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Wait,
I
wait,
just say
Ed?
yes.
Sorry. You were when you rolled for the image. Are they attracted to the sound? Because my silent image has no sound.
No.
Okay.
What
Just checking.
What
Just checking because my silent image doesn't have sound or mass or like.
I'm aware
Just-
of that.
Okay.
Or, a butt.
Mhm.
Probably
Yeah,
has a
no,
butt, just
it's
like,
nondescript person, just no ass.
This is totally irrelevant to like everything that's going on. It just doesn't have a butt. It's an important detail. All right, I'm gonna end the broadcast.
all right.
Okay.